cops for selling me clothes, tuppence for selling me blanket. If ever I list for the soldier again, devil shall be me sergeant.
Right, ladies and gents, just a quick little film here. There's Mrs. Tightwood. Won't be long because she's actually cooking some bacon rolls. I'm going to make somebody a pouch, fairly robust one that they can put a set of glasses in. Some people don't wear glasses all the time, but they need them with them. I've done one of these for Mike Smith and it came out pretty well, so I'm doing one of these for a good friend. He's just sorted out an axe for me, so what goes around comes around. I've not seen these for sale. I'm sure you can get them, but anyway, here's the Mac Tightwood version, which doesn't obviously, as we know, ever cost a lot of money. I normally do these in black, so if they're dropped you can see them. That's where the idea come for that first glasses case from Mike's glasses, because he misplaced them one time. So now he's always got them around his neck and sort of fairly protected. So ladies and gents, it ain't hard. What I've done there, just make sure I'm in shot again because I've just moved that like a twat. There's allow for your glasses, the length and a bit more. There's the turnover bit, and there's the back side. That will be the loop, and that's going to be a square pouch on the front, so you can put a little lens cleaning cloth in there. You're always going to need one. Might as well do it if you're going to do something, do it properly. And I've allowed for the turnovers and that type of stuff. May seem a little bit long at the moment. But now, to make this, I've got a little bit of that. I always save me packaging as it comes, so it's recycling at its best, and we like that. That's some very slim, foam there. Will protect the glasses, and sort of to cover that, nice and soft material as well, is a piece of IPK material. Yeah, okay, that's all going to be on the inside and not seen. But so there you see, once sewn up, and I'll start going in that. Do it now. It's going to be roughly like that, all edged over with a loop sewn on there for the cord to go through. So that's the basic thing, but you've got to remember, anything you want on the outside or the inside, you sew it up before you sew the pouch down the side. And on the front there, like I say, is going to be a square pouch like that, just so you can push a lens cleaning cloth in it. Anyway, ladies and gents, bring you back. Right, ladies and gents, finding out the right length for the glasses was okay, because I've used a pair of glasses. That's roughly, bearing in mind, I want to allow a bit from the bottom. That's roughly going to be me fold line. As you can see here, on this part, all I've done so far is just sewn over that. That is going to be the front part there, and I want to make this padded to give the glasses some protection. Bearing in mind, this is a neck pouch, ladies and gents. You can make this for anything you wanted. I found out that the good way of judging where I need it will just be the foam. Okay, that'll be a good little judge for how deep and how wide I need it. Bearing in mind, it's going to be sewn inside out and then pushed through. But this can be a neck patch for anything. You could have a little fire kit in here, you could have your fire steel in here, or a little neck knife. So what you're actually watching here is how to make a very simple and easy neck pouch. Just this one's going to be specifically designed and made to house a pair of glasses in a safe environment. So that's all I've done so far. So that's padded there, that's sewn down there. Obviously that's going to be my sew line there, so this padding doesn't need to be as thick as that. Okay, it just makes the sewing simpler. Nice bit of soft cloth on the inside, a bit of IPK material, and roughly that's the size it's going to be once it's sewn together and pushed inside out. Okay, and again, that's about right, because you want it a little bit deeper, because the glasses will push the pouch a little wider once it's in there. So on that, ladies and gents, obviously I'm going to need to trim that back a little bit, but just a little thing here, that's going to go on the front. Okay, and that there is going to be sewn onto it, and again you need to work out how you're going to do that. So I'll pull that back so you can see it. Again, round there, top open, that's the top where the glasses go in, and you can push a little cleaning cloth. It's always handy to have a cleaning cloth when you've got a pair of glasses. And obviously the top will be taken down and folded round and sewed inside. So ladies and gents, that's what I've done so far. I'm now going to sew down the inside of the green IPK material. Won't even have to pick up underneath the sponge material, and then once I've done that, okay, that is then the time that I'm going to sew the the auxiliary pouch on the front. As you know, this is going to be taking a cleaning cloth. So when I've done that, I'll bring you back. Ladies, just a quick one here. What you're looking is the pouch for the cleaning cloth. Now when you're going to go around all the edges, here you're going to end up with 4 bits of material when you do that. But to stop that from happening, and just to make it a little bit easier, as you can see here, and hopefully it's going to show up, I've the second piece that's come over, I've just literally cut that at a 45-degree angle. So when I do that, to sew it down the machine, I'll sew it down that line. It just makes it a lot easier, and it makes it a nice guide to do, which is what I've done on that one. So just to cover that, snip it there. The inside bit of material, it's always going to be hidden at 45 degrees. Just makes it less bulky when you turn it over and sew down that line. And you sew down that line, sorry. Make sure I ain't got no. So there we go, ladies and gents. Just a little tip for you. Anytime you're going to do a little patch like that, just nip that bit off either side there. You can see it better there. So when you turn it over to sew down, makes it a lot easier. Alright, ladies and gents, here we see it now. It's fully padded inside. They don't have to be padded if you don't want to make them, but as I say, some of these glasses are going in there for security, so I've padded it. What I've done is I've just sewed down each side of the IPK material and sewed it across the top there. That's going to be the flat part, okay, where the string can go through, or your paracord. And as you can see there, I've so obviously open topped. Might as well just do that because I can, because you're building it, so you build it how you want. And it's all worked out for the one I did Mike Smith, so you can just put a little cleaning cloth in there because it's for spectacles. But all I've done is, once I've sewn the back on, logically you do it to sew the front on, and obviously not throwing the top. And as I've come up that side, all I've done is just pinched it in a little bit, okay, maybe a couple of millimeters, okay, so that's not perfectly straight there, it doesn't matter, just so to give you that purchase so you can get your finger in, okay, to get your cloth out. So on that, ladies and gents, that's the next style. And again, these don't take too long to do, but take probably like longer working out how you're actually going to do it. So the next thing I'm going to do, quick check, and you always have to do this, have I done everything that I want to do on the outside? Then the answer is yes. So therefore we can now look to getting it sized up. And like I say, I'm finding that that's going to be exactly right. I've marked it on the other side. Put a little bit more. I always make something a little bit bigger than you think you're going to need it. So there's a little mark there, little mark there, and I will now sew down that side. Okay, see what I mean, where I'm only sewing through 2 layers of Cordura nylon there. If you made it full width, it would just make it a little bit more difficult to do, and especially when you turn it over. Okay, and we're going to lose that width when I push it inside out as well. So bring you back when I've done that, ladies and gents. Right, lady, I'm joined by Mr. Harper there. Make sure I've sized it up correctly, sewn it inside out, literally up and down there. Okay, well, see, that's going to be a stress point, so I've just gone over, you know, you hit your back button and you do it there. So the acid test now. Will them glasses go in there? Actually yes, and by the time that's turned over, that's going to be very nice. But I say, this is a neck pouch, don't get me wrong. If you wanted to make a pouch for your phone, there you can see the phone's in the pouch. Again, it's just a neck pouch, but I've put the padding in, pocket on the front, just because I'm making this one to suit some of these set of glasses. Job done. So I'll bring it back when I've... The horrible bit now is shoving it all inside out, pulling all this inside out. So I won't bore you with that. Bring it back. Alright, ladies and gents, so I pushed it inside out. So that's Mr. Harper drinking his water. And that's what you get there, a seam like that. Okay, now you can leave it like that. I certainly don't like to, but even there I'm only pushing through 4 levels now. So if you imagine you made the sponge bit inside full length, you're going through quite a lot of material there, and the sponge, and your foot might not be able to take it on your sewing machine. So hence why I made the inner bit slightly narrower to allow for the turnover. So as I've done one side there, make sure I've got the whole thing in shot, I will start from the back, and I literally sew down, cutler, going over there a couple of 3 times, just with your back button, because that's going to be a stress point. Then you see that's been moved in such a slight little bit. When I do flaps, I normally do it a bit more. I'll take it about a third in and a third in. That gives you a nice fold over. Then I sewed it up and then came back all the way down, and this is the second time I sewed it again, hitting it there a few times, back button, and took it all the way down. No need not to sew it up properly. And again, I'm going to go away now, and because that's what it looks like when you turn it inside out. You get that flange, I will call it, for want of a better word, and you need to tidy this piece up. So that's what I've done there. Right, ladies and gents, I've sewn down both sides now, and as you see there, just enveloped it in a little bit, and then sewed it back down. So there's 2 lots of stitching up there. It's never come in undone. What I'm now going to do, let's not put this in shadow too much. I'll try and do it like that, so it's not too much in shadow. Is now fold that over, and so that's my dog drinking there, and sew it along the top, along the bottom, and down the sides. Once I've done that, I'll fold it over, and that will be, and sew it down there. So there's 2 or 3 layers of material, and that's where the paracord will go through. So I'm just going to show you that again. It's like that. So I'll fold it down, sew it all the way up along. So that's a flat piece. Once I've got it flat there, I will then sew it along there. That's performing the loop where the paracord or your strap goes through, your neck retaining strap. Ooh, sounded all posh there, didn't I? So give us a moment, and I'll show you that when it's done and finished. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, here we have the finished product. What I've done is just I've sewed that over, sewed it down there. Have a look inside. See the green padding inside, and just run some paracord through there. It's proper 550 paracord. I've done a long bit, so this gentleman has very kindly done a bit of work for me. Can just, you know, he knows what knots to tie. I mean, he's a bit of a knows what he will do with that. But I've just put a longer piece than necessary so he can make his own decision. That little pouch here, because this one's specifically for a set of reading glasses, will have you know, the little polishing cloths you get from the old Specsavers and that will go in there. But again, so that's done. Proof of the pudding. Now I'm going to say that's probably a little bit bigger than you needed for a set of glasses, but don't have something too small, too tight, if that makes sense. And as you can see, they're fully closed in there, and they'll just come in and out as and when he wants them. They're most reading glasses are the same. As I say, we've already seen that the pouch. I'll let one go in there now because I've sewn that over and doubled it up. But again, the reason I'm making this, so there's plenty of you wear glasses, not a bad idea. I know Mike Smith, I made him a pair of these, and he has them all the time, especially for work and all that. I made it in black because black's got a neutral colour. It will stand out when it's dropped on the floor. This gentleman specifically, when he mentioned it, said, oh, well, you know, he's likes old traditional stuff, so I've done it in Bushcraft brown. There's not much of that material left. But ladies and gentlemen, let your eyes be your guide. If you wanted to make a neck pouch, I've just shown you how to do it. It doesn't have to be padded. And again, yeah, there's just my big massive fire steel. That's certainly going there. I can put me little organelles in there, and in that one there, little turbo lighter. You know, it's you make up your mind what goes inside there, and it literally hangs around your neck. Again, I have a feeling this gentleman's going to put the pull away togs on the back of this. I haven't got none of them. I know he has, so hence I've just put it in a, you know, a little figure of 8 knot. So ladies and gentlemen, there we go, a neck pouch. Specifically, this one's been made to take a set of reading glasses, but as I say, many uses. So that's another type word, Maxpedition production, and I'll call this a karma case. Case of what goes around comes around. When I was out last time, I got myself a little hatchet quite cheaply, and I was hoping the gentleman I was with was going to loan me a bit of his polishing compound he's got, the wax that he puts on the handles, because it's brilliant. And I don't know if he was reading my mind or what, but he said, I like that little hatchet, I'd like to take that away as a little project, put a nice little edge on that for you, sort that handle out, and if I can, and he made no promises, I'll try and make it a simple Kydex sheath. And I was going, ah, yes, result, because this guy really does know what it's on about. So there we go, what goes around comes around. I'll drop some pictures, because he sent me some pictures of what he's done with the hatchet. Absolutely fantastic bit of work there, so thank you for that, mate. And you know, most people know me by now, what goes around comes around. Ladies and gents, neck pouch, hope that's been of use to some of you. So thanks a lot, take care and goodbye.